Welcome to Nollywood, the French channel's here, where stories come alive, full of laughter and cheer. With your host Janet, to below by Maine. It's real talk on Nollywood. Let's begin the day.
Hey dear lovely listeners, welcome back to Nollywood France Channel's Real Talk. I'm still your host, Janet Tobiloba Emene, and I still have with me here my one and only Oyinda Mola and Fekulia. Guys, thanks for joining me again. Thank you. So without wasting much of our time, today we are discussing how to build your future at an early age, how to build your early 30s at a young age. We'll be sharing practical advice and expert insights on how to set yourself up for success. So let's dive right in. Our first topic is goal setting. Peculiar, can you tell us a bit about your experience with setting goals?
All right, so that's a very good question. All right, so back then when I was still writing JAM, or the workload when in JAM was so overwhelming, was so stressful. I mean, I felt so discouraged. I doubted I couldn't pass the exam until I made research. I went to the internet. I made some research about and got to know about the Pomodoro technique. All right, this is a technique that involves you reading for 25 minutes and then taking a break after 5 minutes. It was so helpful because I couldn't focus for a long period of time. It was a problem. All right, so breaking down goals into smaller ones makes them feel less overwhelming. All right, so that's basically it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Peculiar, but I also think it's essential to make your goal specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Smart.
That's great. That's great, guys. That's great. So now let's move on to you, Oyin. So, how can one invest to build the future? Yeah, how can one invest?
All right, you know what? I always advise teenagers to invest in what they love, like what they are passionate about, what they find fun, like yes. For example, social media. Yes. Some people find pressing their phone, they like pressing their phone. They like going out, they like having fun and every other thing. Yes. Yes, you can actually make something from it. When you go out, you can always post them online, for example, TikTok, Instagram, and yeah, you can monetize it. Then I also advise teenagers to work, probably learn a skill and monetize it. Then you can also work as a teenager. There are some companies that employ people. At least they might, as a Nigerian, they might pay you probably 50,000 naira. It is something. Then you can work for about 5 months, 6 months, then save up. Probably out of 50,000 naira, you can save 35,000 naira for at least a few months. Then you can buy land. Yes, you can invest your money on land. For example, you can buy land from frontier homes. They during seasonal periods, during seasonal periods, they give discounts. A teenager can buy a land, probably a land of 400,000. They might reduce it to 200,000, 250,000. Yes, you know that lands appreciates, so you can save it up for the future. Probably if you buy it at the rate of 200,000 in the next 10 years, in the next 8 years, it might be up to 5 million naira.
10 million naira.
Exactly. So you've made profit already. Even before 8 years, probably after 3 years, you can still sell that land. Probably if it has gotten to 3.5 million, you can sell that land, buy about 6 land of 200,000 naira again, and save it up for the remaining 6 years. All right. So that's my advice to invest properties.
Hmm, that's great. So, can we talk about overcoming obstacles? Like, can you tell Peculiar, can you tell me about a time when you faced a major obstacle and how you overcame it?
All right, thanks for asking that question. Well, even till now, I'm still facing you, but I it's better than before.
Yeah.
It's concerning phone addiction. Oh my god, I'm addicted to phone. I'm on my phone 247. It was like an obsession, all right, and it actually affected me during jam. I had to sit
That's
myself down,
true.
sit myself down. You know, peculiar. Let's be real. This phone isn't taking you anywhere. And besides, the social media platforms you are spending most times on, it's not going to profit you in any way. And it was not easy for me to overcome that
Yeah.
obsession for real.
Like a
It
lot
was
of
it
teenagers are facing
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
not just teenagers, not just
Adults,
teenagers.
adults,
Yes.
adults. Right, this phone, it can be an advantage and also be a disadvantage to man. Very well. So how I overcame it, number one, I started investing my time into other things. Like if I'm not pressing my phone, I'm actually reading a novel. All right. So I got myself lots of novels. So
LD
yeah, I do
novels.
novels. Yes, exactly. Inspiring novels like Ben Cassie's novels. Have you heard of that
Yeah,
before?
gifted
So
hands.
yeah, Gifted Hands. That's my
Uh,
favorite. I've read that book over 1,000 times. So how I overcame my phone obsession was putting my mind in more productive things, like
hmm.
reading of novels, and it
Hmm.
inspired me even in my
Oh.
jam. Now I've gotten admission and I'm a 100 level student studying systems engineering in University of Lagos. It has not
Hey,
been
Lord.
easy. It has not been easy. So basically, that's just it. That's just it. It's just based on discipline entirely. Discipline. Yeah, that's just it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's very
Really.
good
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
you.
Like I said earlier, teenagers can also invest their time in learning a skill. Learning a skill.
Real
It can be
profitable
physically
skills.
and online.
Even video games.
Yes.
Video games. If I'm doing live streams,
Yeah.
Hmm.
video
Do you know
games for
even
live
chess?
Seriously?
streams.
Chess.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
wow.
Yes.
This world has
Chess.
gone digital. Like you have to go
Yes.
digital as the
Chess.
world is going digital. So yeah, that's just it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate.
Oh, thank
Thank you
you,
very
thank
much.
you. Yeah.
So thanks for tuning into this episode of Real
Thank
Talk.
you.
If you want to achieve your goals and build a successful future, remember to set smart goals, manage your
Yeah.
time effectively, invest, and don't be afraid to ask for help.
Don't be
Thanks,
afraid.
guys, for joining in today's episode. I love you
Ciao.
guys.
Bye.
Bye. I still remain your host, Janet Tobiloba.
One and only.
Yeah.
Bye,
We love you.
guys.
Welcome to Nollywood, the French channel's here, where stories come alive, full of laughter and cheer. With your host Janet, Tobiloba, it's real talk